Master Arcanito and I. He's no Jedi.
That's right. I'm Darth Fatass.
Who's Darth Fatass? God bless you.
I'm Darth Fatass, the fattest and baddest of all the Sith Lords, and we're back with another Saturday morning comic book review. All right, so we're gonna do something a little different here. We're reviewing Jawbreakers. Let's start off let's start the camera here, and we'll show off the poster that came with the campaign by Sashi of the head demon lady. Granted, I can't show all of the art because it's a large poster. Good fold out poster. And then of course we got two covers. We have the main cover here by Kyle Ritter, and then the variant cover was done by Zach himself. Richard C. Meyer, sorry. Still call him Zach. And now, before we get into this, I want to play the trailer because there's something in the trailer that stuck in the back of my mind when I read this book. And we'll talk about it in a little bit second. So let's play the trailer real quick.
Jawbreakers Grand Bazaar is the origin of the team, how they all met in and under the battlegrounds of Afghanistan back in 2008. The Grand Bazaar is this magical bazaar that pops up in different places around the world every 6 decades, 6 years, and 6 months. It's a place where anything can be found, haggled over, traded, or bartered. There's only one rule. You cannot use currency or credit to acquire that which you desire. Nothing has a cost, but everything has a price. The men who eventually form the Jawbreakers each find themselves in the Grand Bazaar for different reasons, but they end up banding together for survival.
I really like the way he did that trailer with, the still images and then having like the fire and stuff being animated in the background. I do dig that. So we got the Grand Bazaar, and I want to say this about Richard C. Meyer's books. He always does, for this campaign, for the Jawbreakers, he's always put like 3 stories in one book. So if you open up the cover page here, see we've got the Grand Bazaar as the main story. We got Sacred Blood. And then we also have Nexus. So let's start. I'll talk a little bit about the other stories first before we get into the Grand Bazaar. Let's see here. Should have these pages. There's their Richard C. Meyer cover. Yeah. Let me go like this way. Yeah, so Sacred Blood the story is by Marco Canali and art by Marco Canali. I enjoyed this story. This was straightforward. This is a great story. This isn't what we're doing, but I wanted to show off some of the art. It's a great story. I enjoyed it very much. Now next, when we get Nexus. By Richard C. Meyer and Mike Barron, art by Aaron O'Fetching. Another outstanding job with the art. Stories there. Story. I shouldn't say that. I don't know much about Nexus, so. And then back here you put some like a art gallery at the back. Jawbreakers. Move down the way. Here's the poster again by Sashi. You see basically the breakdowns of the covers before and after. And then we get a little teaser of Jawbreakers Forever, which is his next campaign. It's already out and funded. Not sure when it'll be filmed, but now let's get into talking a little bit about the story. So we get Grand Bazaar. And one thing he says, it's an origin story of the team. No, to me, no, it's not an origin story. To me, if it's an origin story, you're going to learn. To me, I always found origin stories to be, hey, this is how Batman became Batman, or how Spider-Man got his powers. This story, you're not going to get that. You basically start off with Silkworm working for the army. He's pulling like a truck full. Where he gets a haircut and takes the hairstylist out for some reason. And that Grand Bazaar starts showing up. And Silkworm meets his new team, which he thinks are a bunch of scumbags, and he goes, I got this Silk. Kills which since he's got it because he's got like a bomb right in their head if they go outside a certain area. Well, Silkworm basically kills all of them. Crashes the truck, killing everybody, his entire team. So they basically arrest him and basically going to kick him off the base. And while he's going to kick off the base, he hears something about the Grand Bazaar. And he happens to escape by jumping out of the airplane.
Was he wearing a parachute?
No. No, he wasn't.
And no, he wasn't wearing a parachute. Then, of course, he uses his Silkworm powers, makes himself his parachute, and he lands on a guy that Cuffs just happens to be talking to in the middle of nowhere. And all of a sudden, but they already know each other. So him and Cuffs team up. And then we kind of run into Devil Dog, who's down here already in the Grand Bazaar. And for some reason, he kills Osama bin Laden. He thinks Osama bin Laden. He gets in trouble for it. Silkworm asks her, this is a regular question now in the Grand Bazaar. You can't, now the Grand Bazaar, it says everything has a cost. Everything has a cost. No, there's no cost for anything, but everything has a price. So you have to trade for something. And he basically just asked a random question of what is this place? And the guy goes, what are you going to give me in return? Well, nothing. I just want to know what's going on here. And he's like, no, you're a free trader. He gets thrown into the pit. He's thrown in the pit with Cuffs. And basically, they end up having to fight to the death. Him and Cuffs. So Cuffs does like this WWE suplex move, look like it broke his neck. Well, it turns out Silkworm wasn't really dead. He cocoons himself to heal. Get some more story with Devil Dog. And basically, Mexico here, don't don't threaten a guy in front of a bottomless pit. I've seen it. I've seen 300 a trillion times. He kicks a guy in the bottomless pit. Straight out of 300, We get some more, we get a lot crazy action fight scenes, beheadings. The Hell Priest is here too for some reason. They're all just kind of here. They don't. Here's where they lost me. There's this page right here. Right here. This place is starting to fold in on itself, just like Inception. What? Zach or Richard, come on, man. If you're going to reference movies, and this takes place in 2008, and Inception came out in 2010, you can't reference that movie. Doesn't make it. It just goes like, wait, what? So when you start putting things into certain dates, you got to make sure you don't. That was my biggest beef with the book. Overall, it's still a fun read. I enjoyed it. And then, of course, the demon. The demon shows up, and for some reason, Hell Priest finds her attractive. And basically asks her to date. And that's the trade they make. So he takes her on a date for their lives. And basically we end on the cliffhanger with Hell Priest on the date with the ass. And they talk about getting married. He's like, we should get married. Well, that won't work. Well, why not? Well, I'm a human and you're, well, he's like, oh, don't worry. I won't break you. I made you to be strong. Which is weird, though, because the fact that Hell Priest is already dead. Hell Priest, because in that's the thing about if you have spoiler alert, if you haven't read God King, Zach killed off 90%, or Richard killed off 90% of the team. I think what people left was Cuffs and Silvermore. Everyone else is dead. It kind of ruined it for me because I was really enjoying. And yeah, and basically all it really was just this book. All it is they just randomly show up here and boom, we're now a team. We're the Jawbreakers. But you don't learn any backstories of any of the characters. So to me, that's truly not an origin story, but I guess it's the origin of the team. Okay, so where am I going to rank it? All of the books that I've read this year. Overall, it's a quick read. I enjoyed the artwork. It kind of ruins things. Kind of ruin things when you try to put, like I said before, with the movie references, and because then I'm going to be sitting there going, "No, wait a minute, when did that movie come out?" I was actually always looking to see when certain movies came out. Oh, what's going on here? Rankings. All right, so here, presentation, share your screen. Thank you. All right. So books that I've read this year. And we'll put it down here. Like always, like, share, comment, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.
Want to follow me on Twitter? It's @BadassDark.